Hey y'all, let's talk games people play. All right, I know I've fallen off of my recaps, but I have been keeping up with the show. And so I'm like, okay, why not? I told you guys I'll do better, so why not hop on it with this episode? So today's episode, if you've been watching like I have, didn't it kind of seem like it came out of left field? Like, all right, last week the show ended with Layla getting kidnapped. Now, it kind of insinuated that the Nigerians, which by the way is very stereotypical, kidnapped her as part of the whole, revenge for her stealing all that liquor and stuff like that. Plus, her friend is missing. But then we come to find out this episode that it's Jamal. Jamal, the guy who's sleeping with Marcus's best friend's mom, the one who's been trying to extort him all season. Well, apparently he came up with this genius idea to kidnap Marcus's mistress to try to extort a ransom out of him. Why did you think that was a good idea? So, not only is this guy like some like two-bit hustler, like he tries to sit up there and rig in NCAA games. He's trying to sit up there and extort Marcus. Now he's a kidnapper. And then the whole thing was he's a kidnapper to try to open up a chicken fish joint. Come on, BT. Like, y'all got to do better with these plots and this writing. Like, to me, the show started out promising. All right, it's juicy. Like, you have a basketball player who's married, who's a serial cheater. His mistress ends up dead the same night that his wife walks in and it beats the hell out of her. Who done it? They should have stuck with that whole plot because now we all off on the tangent, just like 8 or 9 episodes. And where are we going with this? Because I haven't figured it out yet. None of these episodes are moving the plot forward. But let's talk. Let's continue to move forward with this recap. So Jamal kidnaps Layla, Golden Goddess. And apparently he thinks that Marcus is so invested in the situation that he's going to cough up $300,000. $30,000, maybe $300,000 is a lot of money for a mistress. And on top of all that, to me, this is the way I'm thinking. And maybe I'm an asshole for this, but the way I'm thinking is like, okay, well, Marcus already has 1 dead mistress, 2 dead mistresses, 1 in which he has an alibi and his wife has an alibi for. Kind of works in his favor, right? So why pay the ransom? But that's not where they went for the episode. That's where they should have went. That would have been more interesting. But that's not where they went. Where they went was, per usual, Marcus is a freaking punk ass little simp. And he was willing to pay up. But of course, Vanessa's like, hell no, I ain't got time for that. She changed her mind thanks to Layla doing all that she can to try to sit up there and save her hide. Coming up with the scheme of saying, hey, if you don't pay up, I'm going to leak this footage of your mistress being kidnapped for ransom to social media. Of course, that's all Vanessa needed. Like, oh, hell no, we cannot have these problems right now. So, Vanessa enlists Nia to help her go to the drop point to pay the ransom, but Vanessa's master plan is to get Terrence, who is the guy that Nia is interested in and who's a police officer, to arrest the guy who's trying to arrest Layla, who she believes is really behind it, or whoever's behind this whole kidnap ransom attempt. Okay. Y'all could have just got the cops involved, like by calling 911, right? I mean, this didn't have to be this convoluted, but okay. Sidebar though is, why the hell is Marcus such a punk ass? Like, okay, you get a text message, multiple text messages saying that your mistress has been kidnapped for ransom. Your wife disappears with the gun, and you just sitting around the house like, oh. Like, he is such an airhead dodo brain. Like, he is so worthless, it's not even funny. Like, there is absolutely nothing redeemable about Marcus's character at all. Like, seriously, they need to just make him the person who killed his mistress and then just write his ass off the show. And then maybe Lauren London or Vanessa can go find a new damn husband. Maybe she can hook up with the white guy, one night stand again. I don't know. But just throw the whole husband away, okay? Anyways, as usual, Vanessa has to handle his dirty work. So she's off trying to pay the ransom. Meanwhile, Layla manages to escape from Jamal. And instead of running to, a very public place, a very, open place with a lot of people, she runs to an alley. Girl, are you stupid or what? So Jamal makes chase. The guy who happens to be in the alley at the same time locks Layla out, which is like awful. Finally, he lets her in, and Jamal, instead of like being like, oh shit, she's probably inside calling police, I should run, stands around like an asshole and like something like, oh, I'm not gonna get my thing. Everybody on this show was dumb as shit. But to Jamal's, good luck, Layla doesn't call the police. Who does she call? She calls Nia, of all people, to come pick her up from this kidnapping situation, who's also in the car with Vanessa. Still no police involved at this point. Okay, so that's the end of that. Moving right along. The other big thing that happened, well, really, to be honest, not much happened else. Vanessa and the Basketball Wives, they tried to buy her out of her winery business. She doesn't even know anything about wineries. She just got involved. Just take $10 million, girl, and go on about your business. Marcus, still being Marcus. I'm just trying to figure out where this show is going, because it's been 8 or 9 episodes already, and we haven't gotten anywhere yet. So, I don't know who did it. That's what I really want to know. That's what stuck me in. Who actually killed the girl? Did Vanessa kill the girl? Why would she be that sloppy about it? Was it a crime of passion? Did she kill the girl in the hotel, and then she relocate the body? Now, did somebody kill, Marcus's mistress and try to frame Vanessa for it? Was it just a coincidence? Was Vanessa like a working girl? She was employed by Roxanne. Did one of the other Johns kill her and dump her body? Like, that is what's interesting on the show. All this other stuff, not so much interesting. So get back to that, and maybe there'll be a season 2. So I'm still watching. I really don't have nothing else to watch on Tuesday nights. And if you're still watching this recap, which you probably aren't, but if you are, apparently you're a sadistic like me and you keep watching this show. So leave a comment. Tell me what your thoughts are. Where do you think this show is going to go? How many more episodes are there left? Are we getting anywhere, or is this going to be a whole season of like watching Basketball Wives where they just go over the same shit over and over again, don't nothing ever happen? Y'all tell me what your thoughts are. All right, peace out.